Hey guys, today's Lost Sector is Bay of Drawn Wishes in the Dreaming City. There's going to be 2 Overloads and 3 Unstoppables. Moving on to the build, we're going to be playing Striker Titan with Thunder Crash. I'm going to be using Thruster as my class ability, but you could use a Barricade if you'd like. I'm using Catapult Lift with Thunderclap, but you could also use Seismic Strike. For the abilities, I'm going to be using Storm Grenades because I prefer them, but Pulse Grenades are also just as good. For the aspects, the first is Touch of Thunder. This is going to allow our Storm Grenades to create a roaming thundercloud that tracks nearby targets, but it will also allow Pulse Grenades to create ionic traces periodically as it damages targets. The next aspect is Knockout, which will give us health when we get a melee kill. For fragments, we're going to be using Spark of Feedback. After taking melee damage, our melee will deal more damage. Spark of Shock, your arc grenades will jolt targets, allowing them to stun overloads. Spark of Magnitude will make our grenades last longer, and Spark of Resistance, while we're surrounded, will take less damage. Moving on to the weapons, I'm going to be using a hand cannon for the Unstoppables, a Trace Rifle for the Overloads, just in case I don't have a grenade ready, and a Leviathan's Breath for unstoppable stun, as well as boss damage and champion damage. Moving on to the artifact mods, Thunderous Retort allows us Super to do more damage if cast while critical or amplified. Electric Armor gives us increased damage resistance while amplified, and Lightning Strikes Twice gives us increased grenade recharge after throwing a grenade. Moving on to the mods, this will be a hybrid build, so I'm going to be using a hands-on and an Ashes to Assets, and a Siphon mod of whatever gun I believe will get the most kills. I'm going to be using a Firepower and a Heavy-Handed, so I have 2 avenues of orb generation to fuel emergency reinforcement, but it's also for recuperation, innervation, and absolution. I'm going to be using Powerful Attraction so I can pick up the orbs with my thruster ability. The exotic of choice today is Heart of Inmost Light. Alright, moving on to the Lost Sector, we're going to have an Unstoppable right away. We're going to use the Leviathan's Breath to kill it. Once we kill this Unstoppable, we're going to head up to the Overload. Stunning with a Spark of Shock grenade or the Trace Rifle. 2 Leviathan's Breath shots is enough to kill this. We're going to run back here and stand on this rock because the Screebs cannot kill us up here. Once we kill this Unstoppable, we're going to kill a specific Screeb that will spawn the 3rd Unstoppable. The one over here on the left. Once we kill this 3rd Unstoppable, we're just going to start killing all the Screebs. You can do it on this rock if you want, or you can run around. They won't kill you up here, so it's a bit safer. I just choose to kill them here because this is where I stop to kill the Unstoppables. I was looking at my mini-map there and I saw some red, but I realized later that that's the red from the boss room and there's nothing back there. Make sure that you shoot the bombs on your way into the boss room. There will be an overload in here. Two Leviathan's Breath shots. Once we kill all the adds, another wave of adds will spawn. Once we kill all these adds, the boss will spawn. I'm just going to throw a grenade and Thunder Crash to kill the boss. That's all there is to it today. Happy farming.